Hey guys, and we are live with Dr. Lily Listens on the West Coast from California, January 10th, 2021. Woohoo! Good times. And what a week it has been. We've had the lovely raucous beginnings at the Capitol with all of that, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we are here to talk about is a rarely discussed topic that I think a lot of people deal with in my own neighborhood. I have about 50 neighbors, and I myself am dealing with taking care of a parent who has an illness. I'm on a spiritual path, and I have been for about, I'd say, a good 20, 25 years. I did also take care of a different parent, so this is the second round, and it's been harder this time, I think. What has shocked me is how many people have dealt with exactly what I've been dealing with. And while there are support groups, while there are websites, resources, books, I honestly feel like we need to have a show where people can call in and you can ask questions, you can share your stories, you can share what it's like to be on a path and how it's tested you, how you've wanted to throw God and the universe right out the window, and how you think manifestation can't work for you because of what's going on. So all of those things are really open and up for discussion. So we would love it if you would call. We do have the Zoom number, and I think we have all that information up. It's 929-436-2866, and the meeting ID is 522-657-2748. I did post this in a number of Facebook groups. We will see who comes on. If people don't come on, I will share my own experience. But again, I would love to hear from anybody because that's what this is all about. You know, people sharing ideas and people just being in a community. I think we need to have more community. I think lately what I see is people getting isolated, getting angry, and reacting and acting like their reality is the only reality, which doesn't work. So with that, since Daryl's with me, Daryl, did you have any questions or concerns or want to share anything, or should I just jump in and share mine?
Well, I tell people, I mean, I work a lot. I put in hours. I am not gonna lie. I put in some major hours with this network. And
Yep.
on the other side, I have an aunt. She has dementia. She stays with my mother, and they have their own home. And it's hard because I am the one that goes from my living, my home, to
Right.
there to be with, see them, make sure they have food, make sure they have heat because it's cool. Make
Right.
sure everything is straight. There's no issues of plumbing. There's
Right.
no issues with anything. I do my sweeps and my dog is there,
Right.
so
Right.
I have to do that. Now my aunt with her dementia, it's bad, but it's not bad, but it's bad.
Uh,
Um, and I got a mother who many times is in denial of the dementia. She thinks that my aunt can do. Yeah, I'm not saying she can't do,
right.
but things like cooking, hell no.
Right. Right.
No, no. My God, it was. I mean, I hate to make it sound funny, but man, my aunt could burn water when she was sane and without dementia,
I
and
know.
now she burns water. Overboils the eggs sometime.
Yeah.
She starts something and walks away, or the constant
Exactly.
going to the bathroom for what I don't know.
What?
Um,
So, yeah, I'll jump in right there. So we had an incident where my mother actually turned on the fire, turned on the electric kettle, which she put on the stove, so that actually melted, and almost started a fire. And this was in the middle of the night. I live with her. I'm upstairs. She's downstairs. Luckily, I smelled it. I came running down. And then now I have to sleep with the knobs off the oven,
right.
off the stove. So that's number one. Number two, now we have overnight people. So I always have someone in my house 24/7, which gets annoying, honestly.
Hmm.
because you feel like you have no privacy in some ways. But, you know, what am I going to do? I need the help. The 1 minute I went to the bathroom and I didn't have help and the person was coming at 8 o'clock, 7:45, I'm in the bathroom. My mother went to the bathroom and she's a falls risk and she fell twice in the last 2 months. If she falls again and hurts her brain and has internal bleeding, she'll be dead. You know, if she falls again and breaks her hip, she's gone. That's it. So it's tough. It's really tough. I mean, and you know, people tell you, you try to kind of have a balance. You try to exercise, you try to meditate, but there's a limit, you know. And then with this pandemic, you know, us not being able to go out and be social and having to wear gloves and mask up every 2 minutes. And it's just made things really hard. People have had to be really on their best behavior, and you have no place to kind of explode or let down your guard. It's just, I think it's put such a strain on people. I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I'm doing, and you too. Because you're trying to do this radio show and this network and trying to be there for people, and then you're trying to do that piece, and then you've got little kids, you've got your own marriage, so it's a lot. I see that.
It's an explosion about to happen, basically. And
Right.
every time I go out, I walk to the store to go get a pack of cigarettes. You know what I say to myself? This is
Right.
my vacation. This is my
I know.
vacation. Hold on. No
I
one
know.
can understand. And since I've lost, quote unquote, lost my cell phone, in other words, you get the point. Since I've lost my cell phone, there's been less communicating. I don't need it. I can't.
Oh, wait.
I mean, yeah, I do miss communicating with people. Yes, I do miss having that momentary time, but
Yeah.
it's difficult because I want to rest. I want to get to sleep.
Yeah.
Did you cut your hair?
No, I didn't cut my hair. It may look cut, but it's just because I washed it, and so it looks better now.
Oh yeah, I like it. But
yeah.
Going out to go get a pack of cigarettes is a vacation.
I know.
When I'm going to see my mother, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest with you. I get there early in the morning. I take my time to get there. I mean, seriously,
Yes, I know.
I will take my time to get there because I gotta prepare myself for whatever it is that I got to face when I get there. And last time I got there, I was like, my dog needs a bath.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, okay, next time I come through, I will give my doggy a bath.
Right.
And I keep my doggy there because he's a barker. And if anybody comes to the house, sometimes my mother's upstairs, you know, they're a little old, so she is not going to hear the door knock, or she's not going to know. So the dog will run to the door, especially if it's me. He can smell me coming down the street. He said, yeah.
Nice.
But that's the good thing. But on the other side, the stressful part is my mother is there with my aunt. They're both older. And my mother says, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, Mom, all you got to do is kick it with aunt, talk. And then the attitude changes people with dementia have. They can be all happy and giggly and talk, and sometimes can talk totally sensible to you. Most time you let them just talk their talk, which is tell what they got to say. Whether it's right or wrong, you're not going to argue with them. You just, let it go.
You're exactly right.
And it's scary. I mean,
it's very scary. The other part that I find really difficult is when the whole like personality switch, like where they used to have preferences, now they don't exist.
Right.
1 minute she wants sweets, next minute she wants sour.
Right.
Because we're trying to cook some of the stuff. She used to be an excellent cook. Now I'm having to buy some stuff, and takeout is expensive. I just got takeout for her today, and she looked at me and she said, I want sour. And I said, oh my God, are you kidding me? Because then I was going to have to spend another $20 on something. And I said, Mom, can it wait? You know, she's not even eating as much.
No.
The 60% of not what she eats less. She's lost 10 pounds. Her legs are super skinny. I mean, watching all of this is really hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. You don't even want to go over there. I'm there and I'm just like, wow.
I need a
Like, what in
vacation.
the world? I'm watching Netflix like constantly. That's how I cope.
Oh, so you got the Netflix. Well, I just finished
I have
seeing.
Netflix. I have she's so Kathleen saying I heard they want sugar. Yeah, no, they want that's true. They want
Yes,
sugar.
they
A lot of
always
them
want
want
sugar.
sweets all of a sudden, and it's like, how many sweets can you give them?
Oh my God, you
You know?
don't know? My aunt ate a half a bag of M&Ms with peanuts.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm like,
It's
I still
insane.
got a bag here from like a month.
Yeah, it's really it's insane. The stuff that we go through is just ridiculous. You know, then this last week, the big saga was she was holding it in. We had to get her to the bathroom. So at the 18, so I'm literally writing down the time she's going to the bathroom because I'm like, okay, at 18 hours, I'm gonna have to call hospice because they're gonna have to catheterize her, which she hated. She actually had to do it once, and she's like fighting with the guy. We're holding her down. I'm like, oh, this is really. It's just it's hell. It's absolute hell. It first of all, just the way the anatomy of a woman is really disgusting. And then on top of it, you know, you have to do that. You know, you have to have a stupid, like, little tube going up your vagina. I mean, come on. And then I'm sitting there going, God, you know what? Just go shove it. It's the worst thing in the world. And then finally she was going regularly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then she was getting sarcastic with us. Like I would say, "Do you have to go?" She goes, "No, I don't have to go."
Yes,
like,
that's my aunt. That's my aunt.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh my God, like all we're doing is trying to take care of you. We're just trying to check in with you. And then she, you know, I'm sure you've seen this where they rotate through who's bad and who's good.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You know,
You could be the
like
bad guy today.
we have one male caregiver who's who's like our usher, only because we needed help pulling her up.
Right.
And that's only because she recognized him. There was a thing where she didn't want people she didn't recognize.
Yeah, that's
And
a strange
everyone
thing.
else is female, and she's like,
She don't want the females.
I don't want Grace. I don't want Allie. I don't want you. I don't want. And I'm like, we can't throw the whole staff out. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God.
But they'll move for the men though. She'll get up for the men. She'll move around. Oh, come on, ma'am. Come on. Oh yeah. I remember my aunt. I don't know. She's either. It's the men's side. The men can get her to. She go downstairs. She walk downstairs. Say some guy is here. Oh, hold on. She get you know.
Oh, so she really enjoys the men.
Yeah.
My mother doesn't care for anybody.
Oh,
she basically looked at the doctor and she's like, "Who the hell are you and what are you doing here?" The rudeness and the sarcasm, and sometimes it's like, oh man, can we just stop? Can you just be nice for 1 minute, Mom? You know, and I don't think the person, you know, she had the stroke last June, and then the decline has been so rapid. I feel like I lost my mother June. Because let me give you an example of just what a reality shift this has been for me. Back in February, she was telling me not to go out and to wear masks and to not go to the gym. In March, I got myself an elliptical machine. In April, she was yelling, why can't she use a public restroom? Why can't she go out? Why can't she? She totally lost like the common sensibility. Her logical reasoning just went right out the door.
Yep, I know that one. How about this one? I gave my aunt a computer in her room, so in case I call, I told her just hit the space bar. It's a phone call through Skype. Hit the space bar. It'll automatically answer the phone, and I can see you on camera because right beside the bed, and we can talk. Right. She got tired of the computer being there, so she took scissors and tried to cut and was cutting cords.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
So
cutting cords with scissors.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
So what she does is when people call, she wants people to talk to her. Mm-hmm. She'll say hello, and then she'll put the phone down, and then that's it. And the phone, meanwhile, the person's like, hello, what's going on? They're still talking. She has no interest. So I think they've lost the people who are ill and have lost orientation. They are in their own world and they don't care, and it's very hard because you're still looking at them going, you're in my world, you know. It's rough.
Now, I have to ask,
Go
Now,
for it.
did your mother speaks both English and the native
She
language?
does. She's fluent in English and she's fluent in Bengali.
Bengali. Okay, so you know I'm gonna ask that question.
Right.
Does she actually speak Bengali anymore, or did
She
she
does.
lose
She
the?
does. And what happens is because of the speech issues, when she can't express herself in English, she goes to more Bengali.
Yeah.
So I actually just keep talking to her in Bengali, and then she's fine, and I get to what she really wants.
You,
So like two of the staff members actually have picked up some Bengali.
they got the class, huh?
Yep, they do.
Let's say, Mama, you still useful, Mom. You could
They
teach.
do. One of them went with us to India, so she really picked it up. Yeah, no, it was totally. It challenges you because you sit there and you go, okay, God, what was the thought process behind this? And I'm sure you've seen the cartoon on Facebook
Yes.
where the cat is redialing and they're saying, I'm trying to talk to my guides because I never signed up for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Like, when did I sign up for this? And could we redo it? Because this is ridiculous.
Is this my destiny or is this hers? Or this is
Yeah.
what is it? Or is this my curse for something I did?
And the question is how long is it going to go on?
You know something? Here's a statement.
Yeah.
I had a cousin that had dementia.
Right.
He had it for 16 years.
Holy shit.
Now you ask how long this can go on?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's rough.
But hold on. The decline was rapid, then it slowed down, then it's rapid, and then it slows down, then it's rapid. Then 16 years his family, and we're from the South, so we don't believe in putting people outside the home.
Right.
And we keep everything in-house. And I feel sorry for them.
He fried you guys.
Oh, and to make it even worse, the complete Pentecostal Christian.
Oh, I see.
And it.
Okay.
Yeah, that made it 4 times harder. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, sometimes you just want to avoid going to their house.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So how did he pass? Was it a heart issue or the lung?
Natural causes. I mean, a lot of people say when you have dementia, you're going to either have a stroke, you're going to have high blood pressure, you're going to have heart disease, you're going to, you know how it's almost like the pharmaceutical agencies giving you a prescription or how you're going to have these side effects. Well, the bottom line is my cousin passed of natural causes in his sleep. And in fact, he had just walked from the bathroom.
Oh, wow. That's a blessing that he just passed like that. My God.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, even in today's world, if a person has COVID, they give it to every other disease or every other ailment. With dementia, they give it to every other disease and every other ailment, but most of them actually passed away in their sleep.
Yeah, which so we have someone named Matt Jackson who's saying illnesses are terrible and natural evil in the world. I agree, Matt, but at the same time, this particular dementia really, it can wear you down. The other illness that can really wear you down, my dad died of ALS, and that wore us down.
Oh my God.
That was really hard to watch because I was young, and seeing the physical change shocked us. You know, he went from being a muscular soccer player to looking like a skeleton, even though he was actually physically, his brain was intact. So that was the blessing. So I had my father till the day he died, and then it was over. But thank you for joining us, Matt, and thank you for contributing. But yeah, I mean, these illnesses they really take a toll on people. And I think people need to have more compassion for each other, and I'm not seeing it. Well, I mean, I do. I do have compassion. People tell me, wow, you're so nice. But I'm like, you know what? I just wonder why other people aren't doing this.
It's like, why can't I just go on vacation and just be mean for one day? Just give me one day, daggone it. Let me do what I want to do.
So let me tell you my little story, because I think Daryl, this is kind of apropos. So everybody keeps telling me you need to get away. So I went away when my sister was here. I went away for one night because, you know, hotels are so expensive. I went away for one night. It was heaven. I actually swam, even though it was winter. They had a heated pool. It rained that night. And then my dogs, who were two idiots, one of them, who I've had for 11 years, acted like Cujo with my sister, wouldn't go out to the bathroom. So she did go to the bathroom, but, she was giving my sister a hard time. The other one, who's a younger rescue, we've only had for like 11 months. He just went and stayed in we have a 2-story house. He just stayed in my room and wouldn't leave. And I got worried that he was going to pee in my room. So at about, I left at about 3, checked in, had all that stuff, ate out, did a great restaurant, loved it. I slept like a baby. The next morning I have their great breakfast. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go home because this is stressing me out that my dog might go to the bathroom in my room. Mm-hmm. So I come home and then finally my dog goes and I'm like, thank God. But I got my break. I felt more relaxed because it was, like you live apart from them, which is nice. I don't have that. So for me, it was really nice.
I got Skype. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Look. Let me just be honest. My mother will Skype me 2-3 times a day. Daryl, I want bananas. Daryl, we need to get some fruit. Daryl, you get the point. And it's a good thing. Then we talk about politics and what's going on in the country and everything else, religion. And it's like, all right, we were nice to each other for too long. All right, let's get started. I don't care no more. Me either. Okay. But the bottom line is, me and my mother, we have the same personality. She could be a bulldog when she wants to be, and when she wants to break, she wants to break. And I've made it so that on holidays they come over here.
Oh, nice.
So just imagine Christmas.
No, I get it. I really do. Believe me.
And that's two little boys.
You can't even put, like, we can't have a Christmas tree. We can't put those because we have to worry about the wheelchair and about the commode and and I'm like, oh my God, people, what I'm trying to say is people who have health, who have sanity, you have a lot to be grateful for. Please be grateful for it, because those of us who are having to make all sorts of accommodations, let me tell you, we are just wishing for those regular days.
I didn't know cooking could be so stressful. Because when Mom and I get here, I'm the one that got to cook mostly, okay? And then, Katie does cook too. But when it comes like the Southern food they want to eat, fried chicken. Let me tell you, I cooked fried chicken. I fried 4 types of fish. And I did something else for the Christmas dinner, okay? This is the dinner. It was, I had the collard greens. And I can tell you honestly, for 2 old ladies that don't cook a lot at home, they sure can eat. Especially my aunt can eat. And I'm like, that's a strange thing. But then it's what do they call it? The late night walks that my aunt will take. But see, if I feed her real good, I know she ain't gonna get up at night. She gonna stay right there and go to sleep. When it comes, and I can honestly say that compassion in this world for the elderly in American society is lacking. The youth, when we were growing up, we looked to the elders and we saw one not stumbling or not looking like he's gonna or she's gonna fall down or not. And they say they're not feeling good and they're doing a little Eileen move, falling like they're gonna twist and fall over. We would run and try to grab them. These kids will pull out their cell phone. And that's an issue I have with this society and its youth. On the other side, I look at people and I see that illnesses, many people say, I will agree partially that illness are terrible. They are a natural evil. I'm 100% agreeing they are a natural evil. But by now, we should have a way to cure these ailments. If you can't cure it, can you at least help the people that are helping those that are going through them? Help us. Listen, I think there should be I hate to say this, but I think that the government should give us funds so that we can have a vacation once every 3 months because we're looking out for people. The healthcare providers, man, I give them nurses, doctors, uh, the services, I give them credit because you don't know what they go through. I mean, my aunt, yeah, she's a mouth. Um, Lily's mouth. But there's some that were veterans.
So is my mom. My
Oh,
mom is an
boy, I tell you, you dropped again. But let me tell you, these people that have veterans as their family members with dementia, I feel sorry for them,
no, I know.
especially if they have PTSD to go with it. And PTSD hides in the subconscious. See, we're dealing with people on a conscious level and slightly on the subconscious. Now, if it was a military person, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'll be honest. There's no way in hell I could do it. I don't have that kind of. I mean, you have to relearn triggers, and even the triggers that you relearn, you have to relearn again because they're going to change. Images in the head transforms, and sometimes they know you, and sometimes you might be Charlie, in other words. And that's what another friend of mine currently is going through with his father, who was Vietnam.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And he's married and got 4 kids. And I mean, you got a bunch of eyes and you got a community, but the bottom line is they don't really get to see the stress that's within you, the pressure that you are mentally under. I mean, that's your parent. You get my point? That is your parent. And here comes the madman, Mr. Jax. Matt Jackson is in the house.
Hi, man.
Hey, what's happening, everyone? I figured I'd just pop on, say hello, and I'm driving home, so I wanted to listen to your show.
Thank you.
How you all doing?
Stressed.
We're stressed.
Oh, no one should be stressed.
Okay.
I mean, we're in the midst of a pandemic.
Uh-huh.
We got all sorts of crazy things going on in the world. There's no need to be stressed about anything. You're fine.
We're okay. We don't need a psychiatrist, right, Dr. Lily?
Have you
There you go. What did you say, Dr. Lily? We're okay, aren't we? We need a psychiatrist next week. We're gonna get some hot cocoa and some marshmallows.
Oh, absolutely, and make sure you have some graham crackers with them to help keep everything down. Yeah, no, it's a rough time right now with all the illnesses and whatnot. I was sick for a while, and talking about illness, definitely a kind of a big deal these days.
She got stuck. Dr. Lily. Oh, I think you're on that sliding sounds. I think it's the what do they call it? I can't remember the name. My brain is not even here today. I've been up too many damn hours. Your internet. That's it. That's the word. See how we all forget.
How can you forget about the internet? How can you ever forget about the internet?
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Ever. I mean, I go on diatribes about the internet. If you ever need a reminder about the internet, I'm always there. That's what I talk about all the time. So.
Okay.
And that's a necessary evil, isn't it?
Yeah, man. That's all I do. But the illness, having illnesses, and during this time, it's definitely a good time for introspection and thinking about what it means to have your health.
Exactly. And connect with your spiritual path and the universe and God and
Yeah, absolutely. And I would just real quick, because I won't be able to stay long, but
Sure.
I'll say that during my and I don't mean, I'm sorry, I apologize if you're in the middle of of a story or anything like that, but just for me, my own personal experience recently with having the virus, I had you had the usual taste and smell loss, right? You have your senses taken from you, right? And I'll tell you, when you're in the midst of that, and you realize, like, oh man, what if it doesn't come back? What if I've lost that sense, right? And you don't realize how important your senses are until they're gone, until you don't have them anymore. Right. And it does have an effect. I mean, mentally and having your full senses, your full healthy body is so important to a healthy mind. And so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of depression and people having issues that may not have their senses returned to them, which there is a percentage of people that will have that happen to them. But it really is. It's important. It's definitely a good time to have some introspection and think about how lucky we are that if you survive this. If you don't get it, you're great. If you get it, you survive it, fantastic. And just pray for the people that unfortunately don't make it through it. So yeah. So anyway, that's all. I just wanted to pop on and
listen. I appreciate you coming on and saying all that. Honestly, I didn't know that you had gone through it and that this had happened to you. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. And when I hop on for another radio show myself for my own show, I'll have you guys come on and we can talk about it then too.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Awesome. Well, have a great night, everyone.
All right.
The Madman is checking out.
Peace.
The Madman.
I love the Madman. Boy, he's a superior guy.
And so Veronica's sharing that she has PTSD and she's a veteran too, and it's not fun, and she's still divorced. So yeah, it's pain all around. And so the question is how do we cope?
I know how I cope.
Yes, we know.
Yes, we all do know. I go get myself.
How do you cope?
I go get myself a nice, beautiful bottle. And every day I think about all the things that I should have done before I got that bottle, and then I cope with it. Also, I find my own personal time somewhere.
Yeah, that's important too. That really is.
That personal time, it's got to be. Put it this way, I'm one of those people that keep things in my head, and it runs through my head all night long, if you catch my drift. Sometimes I won't sleep because I got so many thoughts in my head. And I've learned, thanks to Katie, thanks to you also, and thanks to a couple of others, to detach myself from the social media for that night. Turn it off. Turn the signal off. I mean, computer giving off frequency. Turn it off. I do binge watch Netflix. I'm not gonna lie. I just finished watching. Listen,
I know I do too, but I mean, I think that's the way we cope.
Yeah, the 100. Then I did Raising Dion. How to raise a superhero.
Dion got a little strange for me. It scared me a little, but I have to go back and finish it.
Oh God, you're gonna love it. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna love it.
All right, I will watch it.
Yeah, and then I mean, I've knocked off Blacklist. I've knocked off. I'm thinking about going back to see The Greatest American Hero from the '70s, because believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Yeah, I feel like I want to go that route, or maybe hit some Knight Rider. Which Knight Rider 2? Yeah,
Knight Rider is awesome. My favorites are Charmed, Merlin, the Lorax.
Oh, that was cool. Sorry.
Yeah, the Lorax. Who else? Who else is good? 17 Again. I like 17 Again. What else was really good? Some of them are really good.
I want to see the Dukes of Hazzard, but I don't want to go back to that far, because I remember sitting at home with my grandmother. That brings back memories, as they say. Watching TV at night, relaxing. The better times of your life. I mean, I have to say it. Many people need to have that community time with their family. That's what
Yeah.
they don't have today. Again, there's another issue. We don't have that family community time where the family sits together, has their talks, um, enjoys a show or something of that nature
Thing is,
together.
now it's forced, and we're not sure if people are really enjoying it the way you're wanting them to, or if people are, unfortunately, some of the people who can't get away, they're like they're having domestic violence more because they can't leave, because
Oh,
they can't get out.
hold on, you don't like your spouse? It's
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna give you the advantage. You're gonna learn everything about your spouse in 3 months. You're locked down, baby. Locked down, and listen. This is how you gonna really get to know your spouse, boy. How about this? You're gonna learn to grow a beard. You're gonna because you're gonna get tired of shaving. That ritual is gonna end. You're gonna forget about doing your hair. That ritual is gonna end. COVID-19 is going to really change your life, and it's going to make you learn to communicate with that person right there. You either going to love her or you're going to hate her. Trust me, you got no choice in the matter. And here we are. Yeah, of course. Yeah. What we want to talk about tonight, honey? Well, let's talk about. Um, um, let's have more children. With you? Oh, hell no! I'm coping right now. Yeah.
You could be a comedy stand-up person if you want to do that.
Well,
if the radio like bores you to death, you could end up going that route.
only on Sunday, okay? Just Sunday, I can do that.
Only on Sunday. Only
Ne-
on Sunday. And so Veronica's saying she works out 5 times a week and smokes organic tobacco. Now, I don't know, is organic tobacco better for you? I don't understand the point of mentioning that.
well, I guess that's her vacation from getting away from everybody around her.
I guess so.
Listen, everybody needs a vacation. I'm going to tell you.
I hear you.
I mean, if I could take this whole entire network on a vacation, you know what I would do?
Where would we go?
Oh, I will say, everybody, this is it. We're going to go to a cabin in the woods. Everybody get their damn bed, and that bunk's yours. That's yours. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. Do not talk to me until don't talk to me after 9 p.m. and don't get me up before 1. You got 8 hours
God, that's so bad. Okay.
You get 8 hours. You get 8 hours of my time.
Quality hours with me. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have some quality hours. Next thing you see at 12 o'clock. Did I say 1 o'clock? Don't wake me up. Okay, 12 o'clock. I'll be outside with a hammock up in the highest tree. Hey, what you doing? Don't talk to me. It's not that time. No, we need a vacation, and I think the best vacation that I could think of people to do is to get back into nature, relax.
That's true.
I mean, we can go to resorts and all this, see Hawaii. Well, see Hawaii, you're gonna spend bank. I mean, your pocket's gonna scream.
Yeah, you are gonna spend bank.
Oh, I've been there before. You got to take at least 12,000 on you when you go to Hawaii for a week and a half.
Yeah,
at least. I know that for a fact because I spent like that, and restaurants aren't cheap.
I know.
And McDonald's the cheap package we get here in D.C. is 5. There is like 10, and it might be 13 if you don't watch out.
Wow, is it 5 in D.C.? Jesus, maybe the East Coast is cheaper. Good Lord. Yeah, the West Coast is expensive.
Yeah, and then on the other side, you got to remember that we are not the only ones that need a vacation.
Yeah.
Those that are sick need a vacation from us so that when you return, if they remember that you left, hint, if they remember that you were gone, they can be like, something new. One thing I've learned to do with my aunt was show pictures and videos that I've taken. And she loves it.
The other thing that seems to work for us too, besides the pictures and videos like you've mentioned, so she would watch the TV, she'd watch various shows and stuff like that in movies, and then at about 4 o'clock we would just play devotional music, like Hare Krishna music or just kirtans. That would seem to be really calming and soothing to her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like junk on TV, and then that would kind of put her in a much more calmer mood. it would soothe some of the agitation that would happen with the sundowning.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
sundowning is.
It's the worst.
Y'all,
Yeah.
if you don't know, sundowning is when they could go anywhere, cause you sleep.
Yeah.
You knocked out. I mean, I literally had to put a latch at the top of the door. I used to screw a nail in at first. I'd started with the latch up top that I can reach.
Yeah, no, we had to do the same thing. We had to get double locking doors so that she couldn't get out. Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible. I mean, and then my aunt was missing for, I think, 2 days.
Oh, was she really? What happened?
Several times. She went out. I'm not there. Mom is there. Mom's busy, maybe in the kitchen cooking. She thinks aunt's going upstairs, and the next thing you know, she's going home.
Oh, my God.
Now, home is North Carolina.
Right.
How you going to get North Carolina walking? I don't know. But that's okay. It's okay. But she was found, and it's a good thing. Then officially, she finally got officially diagnosed as having dementia. Hold on. Stop. Everybody. You're doing this 3 times before. The 4th time you walk, the doctor officially gives you a plaque that says you have dementia, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, that could have been done.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And why does it always start with a stroke?
I don't know. It does start with a stroke. I agree with you. That's what happened with us, anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, they say dementia it really flares up because of aluminum. And I'm like, is there a way to detox that stuff?
I think like honey, and there's some natural stuff if you try to detox. If you eat psyllium husk every day, you'll be going naturally, and then you'll get rid of the toxins.
Okay. Did you try that with your mother?
I didn't try it with my mother. I tried it with myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get what she has.
Uh-huh.
With her, she's on that stool softener stuff, and that makes her go.
Why can't you just let it be natural?
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Daryl. He looks like such a disappointed person.
I mean, it's like, hello? Oh, I don't feel like using the bathroom. Well, my aunt, she goes to the bathroom. I don't know what she does in there, but she's in there for a minute or 2, 3, maybe an hour sometime. And I'm sitting here like, aunt, it's time to get off the toilet. The worst thing is the bath time. Bath, okay?
No, I know they don't want baths anymore.
Really? I mean, I literally had to just grab my aunt, pick her up, and put her in a nice, Epsom salt bath. And when she got in the bath, then she was sitting back, and I gave her a little, the little blow-up pillow to lay her head on.
Right.
And she wouldn't get out.
Right, that's great.
But hold on. I had to fight you to get you in, and now I got to fight to get you out.
Oh, Daryl's in hell.
And my mom is like, I'm so glad that my son is strong enough to do this. I'm like, Mom, soon your son's going to be in a wheelchair doing all this.
Don't say that. Ooh,
my mom was like, you ain't going nowhere. You too strong. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to tell you, sometimes I wish I could just be weak.
Oh, so Veronica's saying she drinks apple cider vinegar with water every day and then enzymes from GNC. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Now, is there a way to restructure the chromosomes so that we don't get it? I mean, they said at one time,
if they could work on that, and I hope they are, because this is such a destructive illness. But, I pray they are.
I mean, I don't know what.
Oh, yes, Sonny, I see you. I know.
Oh, you got your buddy that want to go outside, I bet.
She wants to go outside and she's looking at me like, what the hell?
It's like, you're not paying attention to me. Woof, woof.
Exactly. So get off that stupid computer and let me go.
The tears that I've shed at night have been hard about this. And I joke around because laughter seems like the only thing I can do without getting pissed. And I try not to get pissed. Yes, Donna, I am a soft teddy bear behind being the rude, crude, evil-looking exterior. Yeah, I shaved finally, too. shaved. Yeah, I got a chance to shave. But the thing is that that break that you need. I mean, I used to think the only break I had over my mom and aunts when I go and spend a weekend or a week with them is to go take a bath.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it at night, intentionally late at night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know why? There's no sound. The energy is just woo. And then I hear do 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 on the door, and I'm like, oh my God, no, come on, no, man, no, come on. I mean, I want to be I want to take, like the young kids do. They want to take an hour shower. I want to take an hour shower sometime. You know what I mean? It it's hard. It's hard. An hour shower seems like a blessing sometimes, but you only get 15 minutes. You stretch it out. How do you deal with it?
Taking a shower.
Well, you got the nurses there, but how do you deal with it? Uh-oh, you're doing the slow motion. You're in the Matrix. I was doing the Matrix move for you to show you how fast you're moving. It's okay, people. It's just like they've been saying, the bandwidths have been readjusting all around the United States. Don't worry about it.
Yes, so.
But I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And I told you I was going to bring a box of tissues, and I didn't reach for it yet.
Really good.
Mm. What really gets to me right now, another issue, is the way the bandwidths are being changed. I've never seen your screen slow down or your internet slow down at all. And it's got to be a reason for behind this. Well, hopefully I don't get no Skype calls. What you reading?
And Kathleen and Veronica.
Reverend Ed.
Have a good night, and we will.
Have a good night, and we'll see you on Dr. Lily. She's so cool.